We're on the march. The Empire's on the run. Alex Jones and the GCN Radio Network.
Monday through Friday from 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. we're here tracking the global crime syndicate's activities as they militarily, economically, psychologically, spiritually attack the world population. Viciously and publicly setting the precedent to commit any crimes they wish, just like the Caesars of old.
He was turned to steel in the great magnetic field when he traveled time for the future of mankind. Nobody wants him. He just stares at the world.
All right, closing out with Paul Watson, then I want to get into the other news and cover what the New World Order is and break down ways to stop them, ways to turn this around. Key information coming up. Paul, so much else is happening with this economic takeover. It's stated, it's obvious, it's in their own documents, and it totally freaks me out that even a lot of the alternative media, you know, it's quaint. They like to imagine this is by accident when it's in the IMF World Bank documents. It's in the Trilateral Commission plans. It's what they've done in third world country after third world country. They're consolidating all the power under themselves. They premeditatedly got ready with the military and police. The whole thing's a setup, stated, and that's the key message that we've got to get out to people.
Exactly. I mean, to know that it was staged, all you have to do is look at the solutions that they're offering, and in every single case, it's centralization of power into fewer hands. And, you know, if the same people offering that solution caused the problem in the first place, then you know that it was staged. These things don't happen by accident. You don't get the global banks coordinating a rate cut of 50 points on the same day by accident, do you? They met beforehand to agree on it. So this is not by accident, and, you know, we're going to reap the consequences of it while the bankers
That's right.
can sleep well in the knowledge that they'll still get their bonuses from Mr. Cash and Carry.
Well, the public is mad thinking that this is just going to be paid back in taxes, but that they're getting some of it. You're getting none of it, folks. I mean, this is all going in to fund the New World Order, and they're saying openly that it'll be a world government run by the private banking families. You will pay taxes to them. That is stated.
And you will pay the carbon tax as well. That's another key element of it. Creating the post-industrial revolution, which Barroso called for. It's about making sure people have no disposable income whatsoever, that they live on a near subsistence breadline level.
People better watch Daniel Estulin in Endgame breaking it all down. We didn't just come on the air and say this, and I'm not. People need to listen to us. Look, this show and what you do and we all do needs to be respected. We have told people exactly what's going on, and people better pay attention to it. I know they are, but look, I mean, this only gets worse from here unless we turn this around. Paul, what are your ideas on ways to turn this around?
Well, expose who's behind it and try and seize back the reins of control. Obviously, Ron Paul is behind the move to abolish the Fed, and that would be a start, but it's just getting past, as you said, this myopia that this has all happened by accident and somehow it's a big failure for the elite, which I
that's the case. How did we on this show predict it exactly as it would happen years ago?
Right. And another thing you asked before was about, you know, how are poor people getting by when you've got inflation, food inflation so high. Well, you noticed when oil went up to 145, they said, oh, this is the reason for food inflation. This is why you're paying 50, 100% more, because certainly in the UK, it takes a lot of oil to get all the food over here.
And that was an overlay contributor, but not all of it.
Yeah, and now oil's come back down again to $80 or $90 a barrel. And what's happened to the food prices? They remain the same or even gone up. But it's still possible to get food quite cheap in the supermarket in Britain if it's the MSG-laden crap that gives you cancer. So that's the option that they're giving people. Meanwhile, for example, if you want to get free-range eggs or free-range chicken, you're paying upwards of $12, $14 just to get that. So that they'll make the MSG laden crap available for a cheap price. So
look, you can get a big old slab of slimy, crap-tasting chicken, 6, 7, 8 breasts for like $5. But if you want 2 juicy, delicious, healthy, that taste totally different, free-range organic chicken, it's like $15 for 2 chicken breasts.
Exactly. I mean, here you can get. Basically, it's £3 for 12 free-range eggs, but if you get the battery-farmed eggs, it's £1. So they're giving people that option, but, I mean, it's going to lead to widespread health problems if people are eating this crap. But obviously they don't care about that.
They're radiating the crud meat. They spray it with live viruses. And do not laugh. Write down on your notepad, cops driving along in their cars, meat sprayed with viruses. They spray it with viruses that then, quote, eat deadly bacteria. But what really makes you sick with those bacteria is their excretia, their excrement. That's what's toxic. That's what hurts you. So it doesn't, it's unbelievable, Paul.
Right, and there's another report today about pesticides linked to brain cancer. There was one yesterday about pesticides and chemicals being used in white sugar that led to cancer.
And now you cannot buy gum at a regular supermarket, forget a small store, that doesn't have aspartame in it, which huge reports coming out admitting massive brain damage. That's why 25-year-olds are getting Alzheimer's now. I mean, we are under scientific blast attack.
Yeah, tell me about it. I mean, I have to mail order my gum off the internet in bulk. I have to mail order toothpaste off the internet because they're removing the non-fluoride from the supermarkets. And then you get reports like, St. John's wort plant as effective as Prozac, but the EU and the Codex Alimentarius are trying to ban these things. I've got 4,200% vitamin C. I wonder how long it is before they ban that. The real things that help people have good health are under attack while the crap is being marketed to them.
But the government loves us, Paul. They want to help us.
I'm sure they do. With their carbon credits.
Well, that's why we need more people listening to this show, more people visiting prisonplanet.com, Infowars.com, because we understand what's happening. Our guests know what's happening. We are telling people the truth. I'm sorry it's not a happy reality, but we didn't make this reality. We've been trying to fight it. And throughout history, tyrants will go as far as the public lets them. And people can't believe what's happening now. You ain't seen nothing yet, folks. They are going to make all of this. We told you about martial law plans, and then not with a bang, but with a whimper. Congressmen go on TV, come on the show and say, we were told, blood in the streets, martial law, that the president would do this banker takeover if we say no. So they're told, do this or you're under martial law. And then the bill gives them martial law economic powers. I mean, it happened. It's happening. It's in CNN. They want to use the army on us. The British papers are reporting they're going to use the army and police on you because they know they're engineering something that's going to make society break down, and then the government's going to come in and manage what they created through their private owners. God, it's just horrible, Paul. And I'm going to have to hear yuppies and know-it-alls on the street going along with the government saying we've got to do what they say, they'll make it better. No, they won't. Every time you give in, it's only going to get worse. I told you last week, I said when this bailout passes, it's a banker takeover bill, they're going to kill the market after that. And what happened? Exactly what I said again. I'm not even smart. These people have told us what they're going to do. All we've got to do is believe them.
So the response to that, Alex, would be, you've got to give them time to dole this money out. It hasn't had its chance to take effect yet, and who's doling it out? The ex-executive of Goldman Sachs.
When the Treasury Secretary is Goldman Sachs.